That's so good. Listen to the arm.
Look at that. All day. All day.
Again.
All day.
I think he's okay. You right, Aaron?
Yeah, I'm good, man.
Sure, mate?
Yeah.
Can't see it, mate. Where'd it go? This is nice, mate.
Oh,
Stop. Yeah, yes. Well done, Aaron.
there you go.
Oh.
Magic.
Cheers, mate. Thank you. Cool. So, Aaron, may I just ask, sort of commercial manager, what do they do for ASB?
Yeah, great question. If you ask my team, they would say I'm always out playing golf and not actually doing work. So
That sounds like me.
yeah, so you know, they would say, look, it's the dark arts. You know, what do you really do? But I think there's probably 2 or 3 key things that we do, and the first one is I'm really lucky to have a great team. So there's, you know, like any relationship, there's always a great team behind you. I'm really fortunate with the team that I have. So it's training, upskilling, and taking them on their journey, you know, through the bank and through other opportunities as they present. Second one is client journey. So taking a client where they are today, where they want to get to, and basically how do we help? So introducing them, whether it's to, you know, people within our organisation, our partners, you know, like Liam in trade, or it could be our global markets team, it could be our asset finance team. It's kind of being a conduit for them on their journey, and how do we help them succeed?
Cool. Very exciting.
Yeah.
Very diverse role that dives into every area.
That's it, much like my golf game.
Yeah. How has it been going lately, mate? You've been getting out a little bit?
Not enough. We were just saying earlier, you know, 2-year-old keeps you in check. So, you know, being out here today, the sun's out, 9 holes, nothing better.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good. So let's get up to that second hole, hit a shot, and then we'll come back and carry on the conversation.
Absolutely.
Cool, mate. Has it got the...
Here we go.
Is it enough?
It's going to drop
Yep.
on the pin.
That'll do.
How good.
Stay up. Oh, close.
There you go.
So you went over there, had a look at... Just didn't get to Ireland, mate. Just went to Scotland. And that was pretty impressive over there.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's probably quite a similar layout, landscape, maybe.
Okay.
I think he's going to let us hit. That was wicked, mate. What a good sound. And now if it hits left, look at that. What a lovely shot. Is it going to get there?
No.
Not going to get there, eh? Go, go. Good shot though, mate.
Oh.
All right, Aaron, so question for you. Business owner comes to you, they are asking for some finance, some lending, loan for their business. What's sort of the documentation that they need initially?
Yeah, I think great question. It's something that actually comes up pretty often, and it's like, well, what's the need? So what's the plan, and why is this a good idea? So I think as a business owner, you would be thinking, okay, I need this because I want to do that, and it's about articulating that. So in 2 ways. One is generally a bit of a plan around what you're doing, and then the second piece is some numbers.
Okay.
So that's where we would say, hey, have you engaged your accountant? What's your professional advisory look like? Particularly if you're looking at, you know, growing or acquiring or doing something a little bit different. You want to model through those changes, and you model it through both in your business model as a plan, and also the financial piece as well. So if you need to buy another truck to do something, does that actually mean you need another employee because there's some implications obviously around that as well in terms of staff and payroll. But that new truck, you know, does that open up those additional revenue streams, and therefore what does that mean? So therefore, is this a really sort of sound financial decision?
Yeah.
Because the bank's really just looking at that going, hey, is this kind of a good idea?
Yeah. Can you repay the principal and the interest of the loan?
Yeah, that's
Do
right.
you have cash sitting in there on a month-to-month basis?
Yep. Yeah, it's
to be able to pay it back.
It's
as
yeah,
well.
just boil it down to something really simple.
Yep.
Is this a good idea? How does it work? You know, and ultimately, how do you repay the debt? Because the bank really wants to understand that.
Okay. So if they came to you and they were like, I need some money, but I'm not really sure what I need it for, I just need it,
Yeah.
but they could repay it, is that something you guys would still look into? Or is that side, as you said, the two parts, finance and the business plan, is that business plan also quite heavily weighted to the decision?
Yeah, I think that's a great question. So you'd want to understand, what do you actually need the money for? Because there's all these other things that go on behind things, you know, like responsible lending and making sure that we put our customers in a really good position. So if someone wants to just get some money to go and maybe invest in a Nigerian gold scheme somewhere, you know, we'd probably have a little check and balance around that, because unfortunately in this environment that we operate, you know, there is a lot of scam artists out there, and so we need to make sure that we do the right thing by our customers. So we do ask some additional questions when it's a pretty sort of vague sort of question around it, because as I say, we want to make sure that I guess the thought process and the oversight has gone into that, because ultimately if our customers are successful, you know, that's actually what really matters.
Yeah, absolutely, mate. No, I appreciate that. So let's get up for this little chip. It did run up a little bit short, didn't it?
Oh, look at that.
I think we could pick it up anyway.
There you go.
I think. That felt good, but I couldn't see it.
Where did it go? Up round to the
Oh
left?
yeah. That's all we want. Sorry to take you away from the video super quickly, everyone. I just need to give a huge shout out to Scott Pack, my employer. Without their help and support, the series would not be possible. We do invoice finance, which is all about speeding up payment terms. We do unsecured business loans of up to $200,000. We also do export finance, which is all about supporting businesses exporting outside of New Zealand. So thanks very much for watching the video. Let's get back into it. Can't see it, mate.
I lost it in the sun too.
Same.
I feel like it's
Left.
a bit long and left. Oh my! I was like, because one of my guys in my team who's just returning to work is Filipino, and she's married a Kiwi guy, and her parents are over at the moment. I'll be like, this would be way too crazy if you were her father. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm taking a photo, I'm
Small
sending
world,
it
man.
to Alice right now, and be like, I'm playing golf with your dad.
How funny would that be?
This is literally like, I was just like, this would be wild. They forgot to pay the IRD.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
Standard.
Oh, look at that. Absolutely crushed it. Driver.
Yeah, why not? I've been seeing this stuff all the time, mate. Like non-bank, that's pretty much our bread and butter is IRD tax arrears.
Yeah.
And that's the reason why we picked them up, because it's not a situation in which they're a bad customer.
No.
It's just a situation in which they have maybe a payment plan in place, which is taking quite a lot of their cash flow.
Yeah.
They may have gone through a rough patch and sort of coming out of it, or they've got forecasted contracts that are coming through.
Yep.
And sometimes the current situation is not what the future is going to look like.
Oh, absolutely agree. And the IRD and the payment plans, it's not the end of the world. So like I suggest to everyone, you know, like go and talk to your banker. Go and have a discussion and kind of get clear on where you are and where you want to go.
Yeah.
You know, ask for some help if you need it.